Here we go, episode 69, uploaded and coming at you here on Horse Race Bets as we finally have made it to the other side of the Kentucky Derby. We started this whole thing, I don't know, like 3 months ago, just kind of talking our way through, right? We had some horses that we liked, like Disco Time, Hill Road, right? Those horses are gone now, watching Barnes and other horses like that, just kind of, and then we ended up with 19 horses. And I gotta say, it was a pretty great race. All right, we all kind of knew that there were maybe 3 or 4 horses that we all kind of agreed that those horses should be there. Sovereignty, journalism, we all expected those to be there. A lot of folks predicted Baeza. I was completely wrong on that. That horse ran great, but Sovereignty ran the best race. He was the best horse all week long in training. There's no doubt about that. Best connections. Great job there from Godolphin, Bill Mott, Junior Alvarado. Just fantastic. A great ride, and he was in the right spot, and he had the best horse, and he got a nice little pace set up, right? Everything worked out, even though the track was crazy sloppy. And you could tell as soon as the race went off that there were horses immediately that hated it. Like half the field was useless once they broke out of the gate. Of course, it didn't help what Citizen Bull and Neo Equus did on the inside, but that's just racing. That happens, right? But great job from Junior Alvarado. And Umberto Rispoli did a great job with journalism. He just didn't have the best horse, right? He had a perfect ride, I thought. Once he slid out and started making his move, he was great. I just think that Junior Alvarado had a better horse and maybe a better plan. Junior decided, I would believe that he was probably like, when that horse goes, when journalism goes, I'm going with him. And it worked out beautifully. Great ride. Now, our top pick, Final Gambit, great race. Exactly what we wanted him to do. Now, initially, you could see he probably didn't care for the kickback, but we knew he was going to be last anyway, so that doesn't even matter. I just thought maybe Luan Machado should have done the exact same thing that Junior Alvarado did. He should have had a target. And he should have been like, as soon as that horse moves, I'm going to move. And maybe he tried to and just had a little traffic and couldn't do it, but I felt like he waited. And I am not in any way, shape, or form saying that our horse was going to win the race. That's not what we're saying. Our horse ran a great race, and Sovereignty is the best, no doubt. I just thought maybe he should have moved a little bit sooner, and then you never know what happens. If the horse is a little bit closer, maybe he fights. You never know. But still, that horse did a great job. First time on dirt, first time with that kickback, first time with all those horses. I can't wait to see him come back. Obviously, Final Gambit will come back most likely on the turf or the synthetic. But I hope they give him another chance, maybe on the dirt. Maybe Breeders' Cup Classic. Why not? It could be fun. Anyway, that's just me dreaming out loud. Okay, so that's what happened. Really happy with our horse. Let's take a look at the full order of finish. And I really believe the top 4 runners ran a great race. Owen Almighty, okay. I was not impressed in any way, shape, or form. But the connections are happy, so that's great. Anything from Burnham Square down, I felt like, you did not run a good race. Somebody had to be 6th, right? Somebody had to be 7th. Somebody had to be 8th. That doesn't mean you ran a good race. You could tell those horses just were not good enough. Burnham Square had a great spot. Brian Hernandez Jr. put him in almost the same spot as Mystic Dan. He was a little bit further back than Mystic Dan was last year, but he's right up against the rail, saving ground. Couldn't do anything with it. Sandman, those horses couldn't do it. Like, there's a huge break between Final Gambit and then the rest of the runners, and they're just all spread out. Just bad performance there, unfortunately, from East Avenue, right? Chunk of Gold, whatever, they called your name. Tistastic, bad, right? Just horses you could tell just didn't care for the surface at all. Coal Battle, bad. Luxor Cafe made a move and then just completely was done. Neo Equus, part of the pace. He had the lead turning for home. Publisher, never ran a step. Citizen Bull, he tried his best. It was not good enough. American Promise made that really weird move where he pushed himself right in between Citizen Bull and Neo Equus. I'm like, what's he doing? Anyway, he wasn't doing anything. And then the horses that I didn't feel like they belonged in the race at all. Rendered Judgment should not have been there. Flying Mohawk should not have been there. And then Admire Daytona is probably the first time where I've seen a horse back up from after the opening quarter or after the half mile. He just started backing up. We're like, what the heck is wrong with this horse? So, it's horses that probably didn't need to be there. They were there. Hope they had fun. splashing around in the mud because all they did was waste money. But those connections will hopefully figure out better placement for those horses moving forward. Now, of course, we've heard from the connections, do not expect your winner to come back for the Preakness. He's the only one they care about, but he may not come back, right? Journalism has no reason to come back for that. Baeza has no reason to come back for that. Final Gambit has no reason to come back for that. So you're not going to see your top 4 finishers, most likely, for the Preakness. Now, the industry will pressure Godolphin and Mott, not pressure, but they'll be like, please, it's not pressure, right? It's like, please, we want you to go. And the fans will be like, please, we want you to go. But Bill Mott is Bill Mott, and he's going to do what he thinks is best for the horse. And while it's always fun to have that horse come back, it doesn't matter. The Triple Crown is still the Triple Crown. The races are still important. And I think it's even better if you have 3 different winners of those races meeting up in the Breeders' Cup Classic. It just makes for a more exciting matchup. That's all we're saying. So we don't expect those horses to show up at all. We'll take a look at what we think might be part of the field, all right? Some of the horses we think might go. These are probables, and we've heard some of the connections say, yes, we're going to try and point for that, right? You know that Sheriffs and Baeza, they're not going to bother with this nonsense. But we know Bob might send gaming into that situation because he's got some runners that are just sitting there. They got to run, right? He's got Rodriguez where he's already said he wants him to go, right? Caldera, that seems like a good place for Dwayne Lucas's horse. Gosker is obviously going to be a tough horse. Grande, if he's okay with his foot, he's going to be really tough in that race. River Thames, he'll be tough in there too. Getaway Car, there could be, once again, some speed signed up. That could be interesting. And if all those horses are there, that sets it up perfectly for Sovereignty if they want to be there, right? If they don't, we totally get it. But for us, we'll do the exact same thing the horses are doing for maybe not as long. Take a break. Rest. It's crazy energy and studying and preparation to get to this point. And if you hit wagers on over the course of the weekend of substantial, like you made some money, which is the whole point, not just, hey, I got good cheer. Great, you picked good cheer. But if you couldn't make money with that, there's no point in you talking to me about that. We're here to make money. The connections, they won. They got their money. As a bettor, we don't get any bonus points as cheerleaders because we rooted the horse on. If you didn't make money, then what are you talking to me for? That's all I'm saying. And if you did, good on you. Good on you. The rest of us, let's take a break, right? We're going to get right back into it. In the meantime, in between time, and until next time here on Horse Race Bets, we will see you soon. We'll be talking about the Triple Crown Pursuit coming up next and all the madness entailed. In the meantime, good luck and enjoy whatever you're into.